Hello, investors, traders, and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the latest news, in-depth analysis, and real-world projections about the world of digital currencies and decentralized technology. Today, we will talk about a surprising move in the crypto market. XRP has soared by more than 25% in just a few hours, taking many by surprise. The rise was so abrupt that it generated great euphoria among followers of the asset, but also raised warning signs from technical analysts and industry experts. Is this rise the beginning of a new XRP bull run, or are we facing a perfect trap for those who buy on excitement? In this video, we will explore what is driving XRP's sudden rise. What are the technical signs that suggest a risk of correction, if there are real fundamentals behind this appreciation, and whether you should ride the wave or stay away for now? If you want to understand what is happening with XRP right now and how this movement can affect your investments, keep watching until the end. What is happening with XRP? In the last few days, the price of XRP, the native token of the Ripple network, has risen sharply, going from around $0.48 to over $61 in a matter of hours. This sudden movement has attracted attention not only because of its speed, but also because of the unusual volume of transactions recorded on the main global exchanges. Many attribute this rise to the combination of a few factors: positive news about Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC in the US, large movement of large wallets, whales, speculation about new international partnerships involving RippleNet. But not everything is cause for celebration. Some experts are already warning of the risk of an imminent technical correction, especially after so many gains in such a short time. Factors that drive XRP's rising. Let's better understand what were the triggers behind this sudden jump. Advances in the legal case with the SEC. Ripple continues to fight in the U.S. courts against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which claims that the company conducted an illegal offering of securities by selling XRP. Recently, there have been significant advances in the case, including favorable decisions that strengthened Ripple's position, and this encouraged the markets. Whale movement. Blockchain data reveals that large wallets have been active behind the scenes. Massive transfers of XRP between unknown addresses raised suspicions of price manipulation or preparation for a new speculative movement. Exceptional volume. On exchanges such as Binance, Kraken, and KuCoin, the trading volume of XRP increased exponentially, surpassing $3 billion in just 24 hours, an unusual level for the token, which historically has more moderate liquidity. Favorable macroeconomic scenario. With the prospect of interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve and increased global liquidity, risk markets such as altcoins tend to benefit. Assets such as XRP, with a history of volatility, are often the target of large speculative movements. Why are analysts warning about a possible correction? Despite the initial excitement, several experts are cautious. Check out the main reason. Technical overbought indicators such as the RSI, Relative Strength Index, show that XRP is currently in an extremely overbought zone with values above 75. This indicates that the upward movement may be losing strength, opening space for a technical correction. Pump and dump pattern. Some experts see similarities with previous movements of XRP, where large jumps were followed by rapid drops. This type of behavior is common in smaller altcoins, especially when volume increases suddenly without clear fundamentals. Lack of real adoption. While XRP was created to facilitate international money transfers, its real adoption by institutions is still limited. Without widespread practical use, the price is much more dependent on speculation than on concrete utility. Persistent regulatory risk. Even with progress in the SEC case, the regulatory future of XRP is still uncertain. Any adverse decision in the coming months could negatively impact the price. Buy, sell, or hold. Tips for investors. As always, the answer depends on your investor profile. Here are some tips based on different strategies. For long-term investors, evaluate regulatory developments carefully. Watch for new partnerships or actual adoption of RippleNet. Keep your positions small and diversified. For short-term traders, use well-defined stop losses and take profits. Pay attention to key support and resistance levels. Monitor volume and social media to identify entry, docs, exit patterns. For beginners, educate before you act. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Avoid buying after sudden large rallies, especially if the volume seems artificial. XRP has surged more than 25% in a few hours, generating great optimism among its followers. However, analysts are warning of technical and behavioral signs that could indicate an imminent correction. While there are reasons for optimism, such as progress in the SEC case and increased whale activity, XRP still faces significant challenges, both regulatory and in terms of real adoption. Therefore, it is essential to keep a cool head, study the charts, and never invest on impulse. Remember, cryptocurrencies are volatile assets, and big rises can be accompanied by big falls. If this video was useful to you, like, share, and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications whenever we release new content about cryptocurrencies, technical analysis, and global trends. So, what do you think? Will XRP continue to rise, or is it time to sell? Leave your comment below. Until the next video, and remember, invest wisely, always learn, and be prepared for the digital financial future.